Hey now, you're a rock star. Get a share on, get play. Only shooting stars. Yes, I've got all the worries, all the hate, and all the boys, all the boys. Oh!
We used to be the Rockstars. We never thought no harm till this thing we call life stopped leaving. I wish there was a way to go back dreaming. Remembering it so hard. When time is moving so fast. Wish there was a way to know that then. The good old days before we all just gave up.
Hi, Finss here. I'm back for another one of my jury reviews, giving my verdict for all 40 entries for this year's Eurovision 2022. I'm continuing off, as if I was a jury member, I'm continuing off with Germany, with Malik Harris and his song Rockstars to the contest this year. Yes, Germany is sending this song. Malik is bringing all his heart and his soul to his song, about a very personal song, very emotional, deep, meaning song about his life and his struggles and his worries. And you know what? You know, people are saying, you should hate this. This is a disgrace. Germany's playing this thing. This is horrible. This is awful. You must hate it. Should I follow that? And actually, listening to that song, knowing that the general reaction, I should say, is I really not like this. I should hate this song at all. But actually, it's not a bad song. Rockstars is not that bad as other people have said it is. It's not a bad entry at all. I like that he's written a song that's emotional, at least. It is something personal. It's something deep. Vocally, he sings live well. He really elevates live. He brings a lot of power to a live version of this song. Yeah. As a studio track, I'll take it or leave it, but live, he does elevate. Live, it's more powerful. Live, it has a bit more meaning. And yes, Malik is a good artist. He can really sing. He's American-German, or German-American. Yeah, I think he's half American or something like that. On those lines, yeah. German-American singer and rapper. And that's what he is. So that's nice, bringing diversity, you know. Let's bring, hey, it's the USA. No, American Song Contest. Oh god, let's keep going. But no, you know, that's nice. It's good to see Germany, you know, reach abroad for artists and, you know, so bring diversity and you come from everywhere. That's all nice and pleasant. You know, the national final this came from was a bit weak. People were criticising, you know, the German national final was too safe. Germany was just wanting to send a song that was radio friendly, considering what happened last year, so it could play on German radios, which I can understand for promotion reasons, but that's not always the best solution. And I know there was a group that didn't get to the German national selection that really should have been in the selection. I think we should, you know, this thing, like, Rockstars hasn't got anything to do with, like, how, Malik hasn't got any control of how the national finals work. That's more down to the broadcaster. So, yeah, I mean, Rockstars wasn't, I mean, I'm happy in a way it won, because I do think it was one of the best songs to win in that selection. I mean, my personal favourite was Felicia Lou's Anxiety, personally. I quite like that. I do think the staging did let that song down. I mean, hey, at least Malik didn't forget his words, like Emily Roberts and so, but oh, that was me. Damn! Oh, God. Anyway, should we get back to the song? Because we're going away from the current song for Germany. This is not bad. my what I don't like is the staging. I didn't like the staging. I didn't like the cheap instruments on stage. I thought, you know, the LED background of showing pictures of, you know, I thought the staging was the weakest parts of the whole presentation, personally. But I know Marvin Dietman, I think, apparently is doing the staging for Germany, so, you know, they've got a good name on board. Hopefully, you know, he'll sort something out. But, you know what, it's not that bad a song, and I do like the emotion it brings out. I love that his dad was in the audience crying away. At least it's real. At least it's a real song. It's not, it does feel middle of the road. It can come across a bit safe. But it's not that terrible, per se. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Well, how will this do for Germany this year in Eurovision? Well, Germany does not have to compete in the semi-finals this year, because Germany is part of the Big Five. They contribute the most money to the contest, so they get an automatic pass to the final this year. And so they do not have to compete in semi-finals, so we don't have to talk about their number or anything like getting through to the final, because they're in the final. How well will this do in the final? Well, it's a tough one to predict, because everybody's saying last place, last place. It's hard because we don't know what 20 countries are going to qualify from the semis. You know, we don't know what staging is. We don't know what the running order for Germany. It could be a first half draw really early on, or it could be a second half draw really late on. It's hard to predict. I think if I'm doing a prediction at the top of my head, I would say I could see a scenario where Germany does finish last on the leaderboard. Not because it's a bad song, but I just think this year the Big Five are actually really good this year. Really decent. And, you know, you're just now relying on who qualifies. Maybe there could be like a very weak song that sneaks in from semi-final one that gets through, like, I don't know, like Latvia gets through from semi-final one, and then maybe you'll finish below Germany. I don't know. I mean, Germany won't get, I hope, I don't jinx it, touch wood, I hope they don't get another 0. It doesn't deserve 0. This song does not deserve 0 on the leaderboard. This is no way near as bad as Sister Sister, and I do think it is probably going to be better than Gendrix, I Don't Feel Hate. It's going to be better than that. I think it will get some jury points. It might not get a lot of televote points per se. It just depends on how everything gets executed on the night. This ain't winning. I mean, this probably will most likely be least bottom 5 of the leaderboard, I would imagine. Just because it's so, I think, like, look, Italy could win, Spain could win, France could be top 10, UK could do surprisingly well, and I think Germany, why it's not that bad. The competition in the final could be really strong. I think a lot of the weak songs could get eliminated in the semis this year. So, yeah, I can see a scenario where this comes last, not because it's a bad song, I just think, you know, see the other competition's just really strong, and it's not a song where you like madly in love, nor is it madly you hate. It's really in the middle, and I think that could be a sign where people just forget about it, and that's just like, the danger zone. My score out of 10, I'm giving this a 6, because it's not that bad of a song. It doesn't deserve to be below average in my opinion. It deserves to be above average. Is it a winner? No. I mean, it does, for me, elevate live, and that's what is important for Eurovision. I mean, you can have a great studio track, but the live version always counts, really, because that's what people will vote on, the live version. And it's really good live. I think he really sings it. I don't like, also, one last point. I don't like the rap. I think the rap does go on a bit. It gets a bit too intense for me. All the worries, it's too in your face, you know. It's too in my face for that, but it's not a bad song. It's really not, and it's, you know, Germany's entry, you know, let's keep it real. We ain't going to Berlin next year. We ain't going to Dusseldorf next year. We ain't going to Hamburg next year. But, you know, it's not a bad attempt from Germany. It could have been a lot worse considering what came out of that national final. I think we kind of need, Germany needs to talk about how they select their songs for the national final for next year. Is what I'm saying, but yeah, it's just not bad. Could do a lot better. It's not bad. It's all right, I guess. In any case, what do you think of Malik Harris and Rockstars? Are you rocking out to Rockstars from Germany, even though it's actually not a rock song at all? Comment down below, like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you next time. We used to be the Rockstars, no matter what we are. That's not how the song goes. And all the worries, all the hurt. Goodbye, people, goodbye. In your face.